Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the forecast for the new moon that's occurring on May 26th or 27th, depending on where you live in the world. We're going to take a look at each life path number and see how these energies could present for you. The energy will probably be most potent around the actual new moon, but you might feel the energy for 2 to 3 days before, 2 to 3 days after. And then a storyline may evolve from that experience. Okay, before we get into the forecast, this is a general forecast. If you would like a personal numerology reading where we look at your own personal numerology and forecasts, please book some time with me. My information is in the description box below, and I would love to work with you. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. Life path number 3, you are going to be working with the vibrations of the 7 and the 8 for this new moon. And so this definitely brings a strong focus towards career and finances or your relationship to money. But definitely career or how you contribute in the world is coming in strong under this new moon. And because it's a new moon, some kind of new beginning, new initiation, new start could come up around your career. But really, because the 7 is involved here as well, you could see contracts coming in at this time. You could see collaborations, working with people who you feel very connected to, artistically as well as intellectually, whatever it may be. You might have the same kind of vision, and you may find ways to work with these individuals in a way that feels really healthy and good for promoting your career, right? Or building your career, or seeing some kind of expansion there. So contracts could definitely come in around career, also business or money. So business as well. But if you have like some kind of investment that you want to make, some kind of a new investment, something like that, you could see an opportunity to do that, which could prove to be very lucrative down the road. But this is definitely an opportunity, especially with this 7 energy, to revisit something to do with your career or your business, and to discover something more. Like, in other words, the 7 is really about sort of coming back to self, greater self-discovery, that sort of thing. And so there's something here where you might be doing some kind of internal work, reflection to review sort of the career path that you're on, or where it is that you invest your time career-wise, or how you contribute with your gifts, sort of thing. And so there could be this period where a lot of answers come to you, a lot of things come to light around your career, around your status, influence, power, money, that sort of thing. But it really does require this time for self-reflection, because at the heart of it, and at sort of the heart and soul of this, it needs to feel aligned for what you want for yourself when it comes to your career, or when it comes to your finances, or your status, etc. And so this is a period where you might feel called to sort of ask the bigger questions and to dig deeper, like go beyond the surface layer of how things appear or seem to look just on the surface layer, right? This 7 energy is about going deeper, being the investigator, and you're kind of the investigator of your own psyche. Like you are figuring out, what is it that I want? What are the steps I need to take in order to move in that direction? What does that look like? What's my long-term goal? So there's a lot of like opportunity here to ask those bigger questions and be open to the answers that come in. Doesn't mean that they may not come in overnight, and you might not have the solution once the answers do come in, right? Just because the answer comes in doesn't mean we know the next steps. And so those might come in piecemeal, but this is an opportunity for that greater review. Now, you might be someone who is really happy with, how you are spending the majority of your days, how you are contributing, how you are showing up in business or career. And if you are, then you may see things coming around finances, or you might see things coming around your status or power, etc. That will also need some self-reflection, and to make sure that any changes that are needed you start to move in that direction. So again, this is a time where you could get the bigger answers to your bigger questions. You have to ask the questions though, and then spend the time for self-reflection, and then start to do the investigative work to figure out what's next. What's my next step? What's my next move? And the 7 and the 8 will help you to do that. Again, also, I think I said this at the beginning, but business partners could come in at this time where, again, you are collaborating, working with others. It could also be contractual. So you might see that happen. There's also a very strong spiritual component to this as well. And so you could feel very connected to your higher self, very sort of intuitively led on the next steps as it pertains to career and finding, what aligns with your soul if you're not currently doing that. And yes, sometimes we need to do what we don't want to do until we can do what we want to do. But even this energy could kind of push you to do more of what you love to do, to not just keep it for, hobby time or when you have the time, but to make it a priority, because that can start to open doors for you in that direction. So interesting energy here. I think there will be a pretty strong focus on career and sort of going deeper into the layers around that. It is typically our career where we spend is where we spend majority of our time every day of our lives. So you want to make sure that it's fulfilling you in some way, whether it's the business that you show up to from the 9 to 5, or whether it's how you spend your time outside of that. So interesting energy here. Hope it's a good one. Take care. Bye for now.